Before we begin, let's take a deep breath and really center ourselves here in this moment. Because this reading is not just about what you want to manifest, it's about what energy, belief, pattern, or decision is either supporting it or silently blocking it. Welcome to Manifestation Monday. I'm Lori. This is Next Step Tarot. Today we're going to take a look at where your energy is aligning, where resistance still exists, and what shift creates movement moving forward. This is not about forcing any type of outcome or pretending that everything is positive and happy-go-lucky. It's about clarity, alignment, and intentional action. By the end of this reading, you should have a much clearer understanding of what needs your attention this week and where your energy is best invested. We will be doing a ritual, for lack of a better word, with a 3-item anchor. Okay, so stick around till the end so that you get that information. All right, let's settle in, ground yourself, grab that cup of tea and get settled in, and let's get to the reading. All right, this video is going to focus on stopping the scattered energy to help you identify your one true next step, okay, for this upcoming week. I will be doing a 4-card spread and the 3-item anchor ritual to keep your actions grounded in reality. All right, we are going to look at 4 cards here today. 4 energies, 4 filters. This is the priority filter spread. Okay, we're going to look at the noise. We're going to look at the signal. We're going to look at the energy source and the weekly win walk away. All right, let me shuffle for a second here. And this first card is the noise that you are experiencing, what you need to ignore or possibly delegate to this week. Okay. So for you, there may be an energy of needing to prioritize your family over work. Yeah, there's definitely a focus on family, friendship, home. It seems as if there's a lot of energy possibly being spent too thinly in too many places, taking care of too many people. Yeah. Let me think. There definitely is a lot of noise here. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of, I feel like, juggling, feelings of overwhelming feelings of futility. Why do I keep doing this? Why does this keep happening? How am I ever going to get this done? And it feels like it's because you're spreading yourself too thin. Pull your energy back to yourself, back to your family, back to you. There is an element here of self-trust that you may be missing because you've been all over the place. It feels like things have just been all over the place. Too many demands and not enough self-care time. All right, let's go ahead and see the one task or focus that will actually move you forward here. What's going to start this, okay? Remember, this is the priority filter, Manifest Monday. All right, so we're looking at this very closely through the filters. Oh, look at that. One task or focus that will actually move this forward is alignment. Taking time to spend time with family. I am strongly getting, if you don't have family per se, like you don't have a husband, wife, children, but you have parents or you have a community, this could be where you need to focus your attention. It's on that alignment, that feeling good, feeling like you belong somewhere. Both cards here indicate belonging. This dog, from the beginning when you got it as a puppy up to the point where it's here with you in its last days, it's about being there where you feel you belong. All right, so if you can take that time to focus your energies into one activity with your family, okay? Your friends, your tribe, whatever family means to you. This is going to create the alignment that your soul is seeking here, that your subconscious is screaming for you to act on, to bring to the forefront. All right, let's go ahead and look at the energy source, where your stamina is going to come from, okay? Let's see where your energy to carry through and do what needs to be done is going to come from. Seven of Wands. Yeah, kind of not participating in everything that comes your way. Self-care. Taking time to meditate, to block out. And I'm literally just heard block out a time frame for date night, for yourself, a bubble bath, a good book, a walk. Maybe all of those things need to happen. Maybe you haven't been giving yourself enough time in that energy. So maybe you've only been giving yourself 5 minutes in the bathroom to get peace and quiet. Maybe you've only walked around your house or your neighborhood one time so that you can get out and walk. It feels like you need more self-care. And that is where you are going to feel better. You may feel guilty at first for doing these things, but this increases your level of wanting to participate, wanting to help, because you're not as tired. There is something about sleeping and eating right here too. So keep that in mind. Self-care, taking it slower, saying no to those things that you really do not want to do and do not have to do. Just because somebody asks you to do something does not mean you have to accept. You know, they'll find somebody else to do it if you can't. No reason to feel guilty for saying no. Absolutely no reason to feel guilty for saying no. All right, let's go ahead and look at what the tangible result will be that you can expect by Friday if you stay focused. Justice and the Fool breaking free. Let's see what actually comes out here for you. All right. So you got 2 cards here. You're about to receive some information that helps to ease tension, to ease stress. So if you stay focused here, you're going to get the message. You're going to understand. There will be some sort of clarity here that comes in for you because you are able to see things differently. I am hearing sleep is going to be very, very important. The food you eat, the water you take in is going to be very, very important for you this week. So make sure you do take time to say no to those things that you absolutely do not have time for. You need to make time for yourself. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the ritual that you're going to perform today. All right, so this is called the 3-item anchor. On a little piece of paper or a card, something, write down exactly 3 and only 3 tangible actions that you can take for the week. Okay? I can say no to this person who asks me all the time. I'm trying to give you ideas. I don't want to give you too many though, because then I want you to think for yourself, okay? I want you to do what's right for you. All right, so the second thing that I want you to do is to place one of your cards, whether it's one of these here, okay, on top of that list for a moment to seal your intention, okay, of what that one of those three actions are, or all three of those tangible actions. So if you have a deck of cards, and actually in the future, I am going to ask you to read with me, okay? So you will lay out your own cards. I will read for the collective, and you will read your cards for yourself and work your rituals that way. Okay, but this week right now, go ahead and use what we have here. You can take a screenshot, maybe print it out, clip it, if you don't have the Light Seer's desk or tarot deck, and use that for this practice. All right, so again, on a piece of paper, write down 3 tangible actions for this week. 3 things you want to do. Place one of your Light Seer cards, okay? Maybe one of these or the 2 of Cups, whichever one you want, on top of that list for a moment to seal in those intentions. You can say to yourself, I am filtering out the noise and I will focus on the work. My energy is my own. I filter out the noise. I will focus on my work. Okay, whatever those tangible actions are, that's your work. All right, my energy is my own. I want to show you that 7 of Wands card again. Do you see how peaceful she is? And she's saying, no, that's not my energy. I'm in this bubble. I'm here to take care of myself. I know all of you have demands, but you know what? I do too. And that's you. You need to focus on your work, yourself. All right, keep your list visible on your desk, fridge, on a mirror as a physical reminder of your priority to stay grounded, okay? All right, that is the ritual for this week. That's where we're going to leave this Manifestation Monday reading. Take what stood out to you and pay attention to what continues repeating in your thoughts, your emotions, and reactions throughout the week, because that's usually where the real work and the real movement begins. If this reading resonated with you, please be sure to subscribe, and this is a personal invitation to subscribe to the channel and join the Next Step Tarot email list and community. There are companion resources in the description box. There's also readings and deeper guidance. All right. Thank you for allowing me to read for you today. I appreciate your time, your presence, and most importantly, I appreciate your willingness to reflect honestly on where you are right now. Take care of yourself, stay grounded in your intention this week, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Namaste.